Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and it is now time for another episode of, you guessed it, Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So let's see what happened around here today. Let's start with this guy, this beautiful Mouse Gray 63 bus. Original 23 window, by the way, no fakie here. Anyway, so Rafa worked most of the day on this guy and did a couple things. One is he put the driver's seat together, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but again, something that needed to be done. It's kind of dark in here, so you can't see it, but there's actually adjusters on these seats for kind of adjusting the tilt, and we had original ones of those, but they were all rusty and old, so Rafa sandblasted those and painted them and got them all nice and looking new, and then put in the pivot bolts. And so yeah, then went ahead and installed that. So kind of a little thing, putting the driver's seat together and installing it, but a thing nonetheless. The other thing he did, which I'm not gonna crawl under the bus and show you guys, but well, actually, here you can maybe see it from here, is he did form the brake lines that go from the axles to the rear wheel cylinders on both sides. So we were missing these clamps. So you see there's a clamp right there around the axle that holds where the brake hose and the hard brake line come together. We didn't seem to have those for this. So we sourced a pair of original of those and cleaned those up and then installed them. And then at that point, then you can go ahead and form the these outer brake lines. You can't really do that until you've got those clamps, because that kind of tells you where to position, or how far the rubber hose is going to be, and then from there the hard line kind of runs from there. So yeah, went ahead and did all that stuff up there, and I think he started preparing the gas tank for its installation. It was just kind of sitting in here before, so got that pretty much ready to go in. And let's see what else. I think the other thing was we'd installed the steering box previously in here, which was all painted and looked nice and so on. And then somehow we discovered that it hadn't really been rebuilt exactly. It had been all cleaned and painted and stuff, but it didn't have any grease in it. It wasn't shimmed properly and stuff like that. So unfortunately, we didn't discover that till it was already in the bus. So pulled that back out. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then Rafa pulled it apart and shimmed it so that it's has the proper amount of play or whatever you want to call in it, and greased it up and stuff like that. So that'll probably go back in tomorrow. I think he's done with it. So so that's that. Yeah, I think there may have been some other little minor things he did on this one today. Actually, one of which is, so Octavio and his team, when they did the interior here, they did install the long panel, but for some reason they probably just overlooked it. They didn't really have screws along the bottom of the long panel there. So Rafa went and finished screwing that long panel in the rest of the way there. And I did a little something for this. I got the plates and clamps and stuff ready to install the middle seat, and we have the cargo mat coming tomorrow. So tomorrow the back here will probably be done as far as the cargo mat, the seat mounted, all that good stuff. So yeah, probably be showing you that on tomorrow's episode. So I worked quite a bit today on this beauty here. And again, so the owner took possession of the car, or he got it from us after restoration in October of last year, 2024. And long story short, he had kind of a deadline for his mom, who was the original owner's 90th birthday. And so unfortunately, the door panels, which were our custom color combination, TMI was not able to make them in time for our delivery for October. And so we made some really nice temporary ones, but again, they're not correct because they're not heat seamed. The seams in them are they're basically just all sewn. Anyway, so one of the major things the car came in for was for us to put in finally the TMI door panels, which have all the correct heat pressings and stuff on them. So went ahead and pulled out all the interior panels today and kind of finished the oil change, which I had started last week. So got the motor all back together, got oil in it, and a couple other little things. The door handles, one of the things on his list was the buttons on the door handles were only returning about that far. They weren't really coming back out all the way, and they were acting super weird. And on these handles, at least the aftermarket ones, there's like a rubber, almost like an O-ring around the button, like inside here. And sometimes what happens is there is a groove on this that it sits in, but sometimes it kind of gets out of that groove, and then it gets sort of jammed between the button and this part of the housing here, and it causes it to get sort of sticky in its motion and not necessarily come out all the way. So I pulled both handles off. Both of them were doing that, and took out those rubber seals, and then basically cleaned everything, and then glued those seals into the little channel back inside here that they fit in, and then lubricated them up. So hopefully that's the end of that issue. Because again, the way they come, that little seal's not glued in, it just sits in a little groove, and it can pop out. So it happens. Anyway, so I went ahead and took care of those. Like I mentioned, pulled out the interior panels in preparation for putting in the correct ones. And what else? I think those are pretty much the major things that I did on here. Again, other than finishing the oil change and valve adjustment. So put all the gaskets on, put the valve covers back on, put the sump plate back on, filled it with oil, wiped the engine down a bit. It was a bit dusty, and yeah, so that's it for that guy. I did manage to get a couple things done on this beauty here. So the Ruby Red 67, kind of towards the end of the day, I went ahead and installed the rear deck lid seal and the front hood seal. So those are on now. And then I did install one door to body seal. And again, we always only use the Brazilian seals because they're nice and soft. Generally speaking, German parts for these cars are superior quality. However, the German door seals are so stiff that good luck getting your doors to close all the way. So the Brazilian ones are fairly nice and soft and compliant. They go in pretty well. They fit really nice, and the door closes with a nice solid thud, and it actually closes. So that's nice. You want your doors to close. So yeah, put the one in on the passenger side, do the driver's side tomorrow. And what else? I should also mention that I think I mentioned before, the 54 barn door is in the process of being color sanded right now. It had some areas that needed some improvement in the clear coats, and had some orange peel here and there, had some kind of like not really very dialed in kind of body work and stuff right here that I think we kind of smoothed out with the color sanding. So yeah, our guy, which is not the same guy, somebody mentioned if that was Robert. This is actually a different guy who's a painter that we use for this kind of like very, I don't know, in-depth, for lack of a better word, color sanding. We use this guy who's a painter. And but anyway, yeah, he's working his way around the bus here. So mainly still has to do most of the, I almost said the driver's side, the left side of the bus. This bus is right-hand drive, so this is actually the passenger side. Anyway, so yeah, he's working his way around the bus, and yeah, it's gonna look amazing when it's done. And what else? I did run an errand today, and I picked up, I don't know that you're gonna be able to see this very well through here, but I did pick up the Monaro dual carb intake manifold, and you can kind of see it through there. And that is made out of brass and bronze. And Rafa and I talked about it today, and we think we may actually clear coat it and leave it that color because it looks freaking amazing. So we'll see. But yeah, run some errands for this bus today, one of which was picking up that killer, pretty unique intake manifold. And then spent some time making some phone calls and stuff, finding somebody or a couple shops I found actually that are, essentially experts on these SU carburetors that can go through and rebuild and restore these for us. So I'm going to go with probably one or the other of those shops to take care of these. So that's progress because I don't know how to rebuild these things. So these are some old British dudes, I think, that have been working on these things forever. So let them handle that. So I believe that is it for today, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't done so already and you like our content, please subscribe, like our videos. All that stuff helps us out here with the channel. So anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.